So now resources were stretched thin on those two fires alone before this quarry fire was seen last night. It was a Jeffco deputy out on routine patrol who saw a very small fire, just 10 foot by 10 foot. Quite suspicious, honestly, is what they said today. But within an hour, that had grown to 50 acres, illuminating the night sky to the horror of all of the folks who live around here. This hilltop has become a place where people have gathered to watch the fire throughout the day and to watch the air assault as helicopters picked up water from Chatfield Reservoir nearby to drop it on the quarry fire. Our Ria Jha is there at Chatfield, where the public has been asked to stay away to keep things clear for the firefighting effort. Ria?
Right, Kyle. As far as we have heard, this fire has grown more than 300 acres at this point. But as far as we know, it could have been a lot worse. Officials are more than thankful for the air support that they got today. Jeffco Sheriff's Office said there were 4 helicopters picking up water from the reservoir and going back out to the fire. But if you were watching the pace these helicopters were going back and forth at, you would have thought that there were more than just the 4 that they had. And like you said, a bunch of people showed up to watch that.
You see it, Optimus Prime? There's one plane.
Dozens of people, like Mini Optimus Prime and his mom Vanessa Wandersee,
I think these ones are probably surveying the fire.
watched from the Ken Carroll open space as the quarry fire grew larger and larger.
He's enjoying watching the helicopter fill up with water and go and dump that.
Jeffco officials weren't sure they were even going to get the aerial support, as firefighting resources are already stretched thin, battling large fires in northern Colorado.
We feel very fortunate and are grateful for the air support. It will make all the difference in the world.
This is a little more scary because we're getting the big air tankers and we're getting a lot more air attack.
Paul Tullis lives in a neighborhood just north of here, and it isn't his first fire.
This popped up last night and I'm like, oh my gosh, do we need to be, evacuating or what's going on?
Like many others in this watch party,
Yeah, a lot of these folks I recognize a couple of them in the crowd.
he's keeping an eye on this fire that has already forced hundreds of people to evacuate.
There's a lot of houses in this valley, so it's scary. You don't know what's going to happen. Actually, we were on the way to take some stuff over to my mom's house to get it out of our house just in case, so we don't have to pack a million things at the last minute. So we're trying to be ahead of it.
Everyone's fingers are crossed.
Actually seeing it in person is kind of putting everything into perspective for him, I think.
Even the mini ones.
About the buoys?
Nope, that's not a float plane.
As far as we know, this fire is still 0% contained. We know that nearly 600 homes are under mandatory evacuation and dozens more under voluntary. Officials are saying if you are seeing black smoke from your home, you should be ready to pick up and leave at any moment's notice. Reporting live from Jefferson County, Ria Jha, 9 News.
Ria, thank you. Cannot tell you the relief that folks in this neighborhood have felt today watching this fire go from very scary looking this afternoon, moving in multiple directions, to far more tamped down tonight. I want to show you that angle again, looking south from our position toward the quarry fire, where you can see that there still are dozens of pockets of active fire. And this is going to be the challenge going forward for firefighters, that even if they are able to knock this down with the aerial firefight, eventually, because of the patchy way in which that it is burned, it has not burned complete hillsides. They're going to have to go in and they're going to have to do the work with the hand crews to knock down all of these hot spots, lest they come back up into the canopy and start to move into fresh timber. We actually, while Ria was talking, saw our first crowning in about 4 hours, which is discouraging, but at the same time, Kim and Alex, this is a vast improvement from where we were 6 hours ago on this quarry fire in Jefferson County.
Yeah, to see all those hot spots, it really puts it into perspective.
Yeah, that's a lot to keep their eyes on, understand those neighbors, what they're going through. That's overall encouraging, though. Thank you, Kyle.